In the bright, sunny meadows of Green Valley, there lived a happy little bunny named Benji. He had soft, white fur, long, floppy ears, and a twitchy little nose that was always sniffing out new adventures. Benji loved doing all the things bunnies love to do. He loved jumping over fallen logs, running through fields of wildflowers, and playing hide-and-seek with his friends behind the big oak trees. But there was one special game that Benji loved more than anything else in the whole wide world: football. Every evening, just as the sun began to set, painting the sky in beautiful shades of orange and pink, Benji would hop to the edge of the big meadow. He'd find a cozy spot behind a large mushroom and watch the other forest animals play their evening game. He'd see the deer leaping gracefully to head the ball, the foxes darting quickly across the field, and the badgers using their strength to defend the goal. Benji would watch with wide, sparkling eyes, his little heart thumping with excitement. He dreamed that one day he would be out there on the field, scoring goals and hearing the crowd cheer his name. He wanted to be a great football player, a champion. But not everyone thought Benji's dream was a good one. Some of the bigger animals in the forest didn't take him seriously. When he shyly mentioned his love for football, they would often chuckle. The tall, elegant deer would look down at him and say, "Benji, you're just a little bunny. You're too small to play a big game like football." The sly foxes, known for their speed, would often tease him. "You'll just get in the way. You'll never be a champion, little one. Better stick to nibbling carrots." Their words were like little rain clouds on Benji's sunny dream. Sometimes he felt a little sad and discouraged. He'd look at his small paws and wonder if they were right. Was he really too small? But Benji was not a bunny who gave up easily. Deep inside his chest, his brave little heart told him not to listen. So he decided to prove them all wrong. He told himself, "I might be small, but I can still be strong and fast." Every single day without fail, Benji practiced. He would wake up with the morning dew, his determination fresh and new. He didn't have a real football, but that didn't stop him. He found a round, smooth acorn and practiced kicking it with his hind legs. He'd learned to control it, making it go exactly where he wanted. He found a large, bumpy pine cone and practiced rolling it between his feet, teaching himself how to dribble. The rocks and flowers in the meadow became his training course. He would weave in and out, hopping left and right, improving his agility and speed. He practiced for hours until the sun went down, never once complaining. He was working hard, and with every passing day, he was getting better and better. One bright and beautiful morning, a loud and important announcement echoed through the entire forest. It was a trumpet call from the king's royal messenger, a wise old owl perched on the highest branch of the oldest tree. "Hear the," he hooted. "The annual Forest Football Championship will be held next week. All teams are welcome to join the competition." As soon as Benji heard the news, his heart started to race with a mix of excitement and nervousness. This was it. This was his chance to show everyone what he could do. He couldn't just stand on the sidelines and watch anymore. He had to be a part of it. Without wasting a single moment, Benji hopped off to find his closest friends. First, he found Squeaky, a tiny field mouse with a brave spirit and incredibly quick feet. Then he found Tiny, a nimble squirrel who could climb anything and see the whole field from high up in the trees. Finally, he found Pippi, a little bluebird with sharp eyes and wings that could carry her anywhere in a flash. Benji explained his big idea. "Let's form our own team and enter the championship," he said, his voice full of hope. His friends, who had seen how hard he practiced, immediately agreed. They were small, yes, but they were also a team of friends who trusted each other. They decided to call themselves the Meadow Kickers. When the other animals heard that a team made up of a bunny, a mouse, a squirrel, and a bird was entering the championship, they couldn't help but laugh. The fox team, who were the reigning champions, sneered at them. "A bunny, a mouse, a squirrel, and a bird? Are you joking?" One of them said. "They'll lose before the first whistle even blows." The big bear team just grumbled and shook their heads, thinking it was a silly prank, but Benji didn't let their laughter bother him. He gathered his friends close and smiled a confident little smile. "We may be small," he told them, "but our hearts are strong and our spirits are big. We'll show them what teamwork can do." Finally, the day of the big championship arrived. The forest was buzzing with excitement. Banners made of leaves and flowers were strung between the trees, and animals from all over had gathered to watch. The meadow kickers, in their little homemade jerseys, felt a little nervous as they looked at their opponents. The first match was against the fast-running foxes. They were quick and tricky, but Benji's team had a plan. Squeaky, the mouse, was so small and fast that he could zip between the fox's legs, stealing the ball when they least expected it. Tiny the squirrel would scamper up a tree to get a good view and call out plays to his friends below. And Benji, with all his practice, hopped skillfully between the players, passing the ball perfectly. They worked together and managed to score a surprise goal, winning their first match. The next match was even harder. They were up against the deer, who were strong and could jump incredibly high. But again, the meadow kickers used their unique skills. Pippi the bird would fly high above, see an open player, and chirp down directions. Benji used his agility to dodge the bigger deer, and with a quick light kick, he scored another goal. The crowd was starting to notice the little team. They weren't laughing anymore. They were cheering. The bears were their final challenge before the final match. They were powerful and seemed unbeatable. But Benji and his team were clever. They didn't try to overpower the bears. Instead, they used their speed to run circles around them, passing the ball so quickly that the big bears couldn't keep up. Against all odds, the meadow kickers had made it to the final. The final match was the most intense of all. The score was tied, and there were only a few seconds left on the clock. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, holding their breath. The ball was loose in the middle of the field. This was the moment. Benji saw his chance. He took a deep breath, remembering all the hours he had spent practicing. He raced toward the ball, his heart pounding like a drum. He dodged a fox, he hopped over a badger's leg, and suddenly he was clear. The goal was right in front of him. With all his might, he swung his leg back and gave the ball one perfect, powerful kick. Whoosh! The ball soared through the air in a beautiful arc. It flew past the goalie's outstretched paws and landed right in the back of the net. Goal! The crowd went absolutely wild. Cheers erupted from every corner of the forest. The meadow kickers had done it. They had won the forest football championship. His teammates rushed over, lifting Benji onto their shoulders. Squeaky, Tiny, and Pippi were all cheering his name. Even the teams they had beaten came over to congratulate them. The foxes admitted, "We were wrong about you, Benji. You have the heart of a lion." From that day forward, no one ever made fun of Benji for being small. He was known throughout the forest as Benji the Bunny Champion. He was the little rabbit who taught everyone a very important lesson. It doesn't matter what size you are on the outside. What truly matters is the size of your heart, the strength of your dreams, and the power of working together. So always believe in yourself, work hard, and never let anyone tell you that your dreams are too big. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more wonderful stories. See you next time.